The moment when I started porn was the moment where the relationships with my friends, with my parents, with girls, like went down. It was, it felt like there was like a tension forming between me and other people. Like, for example, I couldn't look people in the eyes anymore. I didn't really have the confidence, the joy to talk to them because I was like full of shame and guilt because of all these like porn. I had like I couldn't really open up to anyone because I was like too afraid what people would say. And yeah, porn didn't help me at all with that. Like, it made things even worse. I had like these weird, unrealistic, unhealthy relationships with these porn actors, like watching the same videos over and over again. And the worst ones were like these POV porn videos, where you are where you have like the view of the guy. And this put me automatically in the cuck position, which made my confidence even worse. Like, actively I like actively I couldn't talk to anyone, so I just passively like stood there, like being there, even though, like, even in other areas. And yeah, this was going on for years. Like, I watched these porn videos. I couldn't, like, the relationship to my parents, there was like this tension, how I told you, between my friends also. My confidence what was at the lowest. Even in school, like, I couldn't really, like, when the teacher would ask a question, I couldn't really like raise my hand because I was too afraid of the opinions from other people, like from my students. So yeah, all said, it's going on for years, and I want to quit. Like, I want to quit really bad, like, because the time my mental state was like really shitty. I had like all these depressive symptoms, lack of motivation, like couldn't focus on my exams, and all this shit. I tried different things out, nothing really works. Like, and it took me years to where I've been able to quit porn. And at the moment where I start to see progress is where I changed like my whole lifestyle, all my habits, and this made me finally quit porn. I'm free for over a year straight. So if you're in the same situation, you want to quit porn, then click the link down below. I have the full blueprint on how to quit porn, so you don't have to waste like years for that. Yeah, but how porn does affect the relationships with other people? I like, for example, like, take me for example. I had these unrealistic relationships, like these unrealistic standards of like women and how they should look like, and this, like, the shit that you see on screen, this isn't real, so you can't like really expect it in reality to be just the same way, like how you see sex, bodies, or performances. Because if you really like compare that, and you seriously want to have like the same experiences that you see in porn, let me tell you, you're gonna be like disappointed because the shit isn't true and it isn't realistic. And yeah, you're gonna be disappointed for that. You don't really want to strive for a real relationship when you get disappointed, and don't really want to because your brain knows you have porn in your, like, on your hand, like it's there every time, every day on your phone. It's private. Nobody needs to know about this. Not like having a girlfriend, because everybody knows that you have one. But with porn, you can see it in your room, like in private, even when people are there. And it's just available all the time, with hundreds of thousands of videos, with like supermodels. So your brain over time thinks, okay, I'm having the urge right now. I don't need a real person for that. I just need this thing on my screen, and then I'm satisfied. But you know, this shit for long term, it doesn't really make you happy that much. And it's even worse if you are in a relationship, because the moment when you see porn and in a relationship, you will see your partner like like you see the worst side of your partner. Like it feels like that you are not getting enough of what you actually want, of these unrealistic like performances when you're having sex with your partner. And it decreases like the frequency of you having intercourse with your partner when you have all this porn by your side, like with different angles, different positions in 4K. And yeah, this affects like the body image negatively. You know, the best way to fix that, the best way to quit porn, as I said, is to fix your lifestyle, to fix your habits, fix the root cause of your addiction first. And this is your mental state, mental health. If you're feeling shitty about yourself, if you're stressed over all the time, if you're bored, if you're lonely all the time, of course you're gonna get watch porn, because this is a biological fundamental need that we are having, that we are humans having. We are just like animals. We want food, we want like intimacy, like sleep, all this fundamental shit. So if we don't get that from in the real world, we try to find it in the artificial world. And people are getting stuck on that for ages before like changing something up, because it's easy to stay there and be comfortable and not going out in the real world. But yeah, over time this doesn't end well. And you need to, when you fix your habits, your dopamine system, when you get less stress, less cortisol, it becomes easier to quit porn. But I have other videos for that. You can watch them, like how to quit porn in the most efficient way. But again, if you're confused about that, you want to seriously quit porn, again, click the link down below, join my community to get the full information on how I did it. And if I did it, you can do it too. I was addicted for years. And if I knew this shit like when I was 16, who knows? But yeah, I hope you like this video. Hope you like this advice, this insight. See you in the next video. Bye.